not a whole lot of off-field moves by the Seahawks today, so we're going to concentrate on what happened at the podium today and also kind of the matchups between the Seahawks and Sunday's upcoming game with the Commanders. So with that, you're going to hear from Geno Smith, Quandre Diggs, and also Evan Brown. So let's go to the video.
Obviously wasn't a good game by any stretch of the imagination, but you got to look at each play individually and then kind of go from there. And so one of the key things that we always talk about is third downs. And, if you look at all 12 or 11, I think it was 12 of them, all 12 of the third downs, right? You look at, the first one, great play call. They went cover zero, got the ball out. Jackson just bobbled it. That's a human error. Things like that happen. Ball gets tipped on the second one. A couple things happen, on the third and fourth one where, like I say all the time, we execute better, just the small things, then we're talking about conversions and not failed attempts. And so just looking at each one of those plays individually, I just feel like we all, had a part in it and we all could have done a lot better. And so overall, we're working to fix those things. That's an issue that's been hurting us all year. But we got a lot more games to play, so that's the positive part about it. Is we got a lot more chances to go out there and really improve on the process. We always say process over results, and I think our process is really where it should be. I think the execution is where too many times we've just kind of fell short. Good player, and I think he adds a lot to this offense. With not only his smarts but his ability to just play center and to be able to help the guards and help the tackles and communication and overall leadership as well. So really pleased with Evan and the way he's been playing, and really looking forward to just continuing to grow with him as the season goes along. Multiple offense, I would say a lot of dynamic playmakers. I would say very, very good in the clutch situations. We've been really good aside from probably one game with getting touchdowns in the 2 minute and obviously late in the game. And then I would say a little inconsistent. I would say that's something we can improve on. If we can clean up on our inconsistencies, then I think we can be even better. But for the most part, man, we know what we have as far as talent. We know we have the coaches. We know the work we're putting in and how much effort every guy spends into, making this offense really good. And the key thing for us is to continue to believe, trust in one another, trust in the preparation, and then once the game comes, go out there and execute and be who we are. Executing, each man doing his job to the best of his ability, winning this matchup, and then me going out there and being myself. I think that's something that I know that I can fix and I can correct. And so these are only opportunities for me to continue to grow and to learn. And so I look forward to the next opportunity to really show that I can get those things corrected.
Win or loss, 24-hour rule. You come back into the building, you look at it, see what you did wrong. Did a lot wrong. Wasn't pretty, obviously. you learn from it, and you move on. You can't let a bad game beat you. It's a long season. You got a long games. When it comes down to it, it's an L in your win-loss column, and you move on to it next week. It would really be bad if you let one loss turn into two because you don't come out and perform in the next week, which I don't believe this team will. So it's going to definitely be different. So we had a good work day yesterday. So we put another good one today, and keep moving. I think whoever we have out there is a capable player who's able to do everything that is being asked of them. So I just try to keep everybody on the same page and continue with what we're doing. And getting a drive started, you don't get off on a good, getting that first down, in my opinion, is the biggest thing. Whether you're, throwing a quick pass and picking it up, it's just kind of that drive starter to get the drive going. Once you get that first down, you end up getting in kind of a rhythm for, whatever reason. No matter where I've been, it's always the same thing. You get that first down, you get into a rhythm, drive kind of goes from there. So I think just, staying on task, ahead of the sticks is big, and just playing in a rhythm.
It happens. Nobody ever wants to hear it, but there's been a lot of good football teams that's gotten beat pretty bad, that's bounced back, and they came back and made noise. So I could see if we were 3-5, or 2 and whatever. We literally 5-3. We still at the top of our division. So you get better, you learn from it, and you try not to let it happen again. That's really the point. You don't never want to be beat like that. But at the end of the day, stuff in life happens. So stuff in football happens too. And it was their day and it wasn't our day. Not really. Our core values of our team is, we don't want any vertical, no deep ball, none of that. So nothing changes for us. That's my job. That's why these guys pay me, is to make sure no explosive up and down the field. So I don't think anything changes. I think you understand that, you know what it presents, and you go from there. But at the same time, that gives you more opportunity to make plays. And nothing changes. You just go out there, you read your keys. At the end of the day, you want to throw the ball in the middle of the field, then I have an opportunity to go make plays, which I want to do.
So there you heard it, Geno Smith kind of outlining what the Seahawks offense needs to do to get on track. And one of those is, ad nauseum, is they're going to have to convert on third down. They were just 1 of 12 against the Ravens last week. And but also Geno Smith taking ownership in terms of the 6 interceptions in 4 games that he's responsible for. But he was sacked 4 times against the Ravens. So which of those 3, is it Geno? Is it the offensive line? Is it the team that they're playing? It's all of those things. And that's where the Seahawks they're spending this week, have to get together, be on the same page, and so that they can put in a real good game. You heard from Evan Brown, the center. I thought that was interesting. And you kind of hear, nobody's making excuses, though the Seahawks have had multiple offensive line changes, but he said, look, it's about communication, and we have the players that are there, and that's what the Seahawks are going to have to do. And you heard Quandre Diggs talking about the Commanders' high-powered offense, which, as he said, look, it gives us, the rear guard, the back line, a chance to make plays in this. So we'll just have to wait and see, because Sam Howell is going to throw the ball to the Commanders' talented wide receivers and tight end. So the Commanders' rush defense is ranked 20th in the league, while the Seahawks' rush offense is ranked number 23. So you've got a 23 against a 20 kind of numbers game in there. So if the Seahawks can run the ball effectively, then they will have a chance to win this game pretty easily. Now, against the Ravens, the Seahawks rushed the ball just 15 times, which is, that's, you can't create a rhythm. You can't do anything in terms of getting a rush game in there. So the Seahawks are going to have to give the ball to Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet a little bit more than 15 times. They're going to have to stay with that run. And so the other thing is, if the Seahawks are effective on the run, then the pass offense should really have a field day, because here's what you have. The Seahawks' 19th ranked pass offense could have a field day, as I said, against the Commanders' 27th ranked pass defense. So if you can run, then you're going to be able to do play action. You're going to freeze the linebackers, and you're going to have the free safety kind of creep up there, and that should open up the field for Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and also Jackson Smith-Njigba. From the VMAC in Renton, I'm Osvita Maria for the CascadiaSports.net report.